So what they're saying here, according to Maslow, and maybe this applies to Summer Walker, is that if you never meet the baseline need of safety and security, then everything you do that you engage with at this level is conditioned upon receiving support at this level. Then you can't go to level 3, level 4, level 5 if you ain't handled level 2. And I want you to look at this. Safety, employment, assets. How many black people do you know are still stuck on level 2? I ain't got no assets. I'm worried about losing my employment. I do not feel safe. So if you really want to understand why, as a community, there's a big segment of our community that operates on that low vibrational frequency, it's because they're on a low rung of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You don't even feel safe, so you're not ready to move up and really know what true love looks like. You don't know when you experience all these things, they're all going to be linked back to you getting emotional safety, perhaps by selling yourself to the highest bidder. That's where Diddy got all his victims. You because you're feeling unsafe and insecure, you align yourself with anybody that can give you these things, and you're willing to do anything to obtain this. So the job of us as parents, because most of us are parents or mentors or whatever, is to see if we can solve this problem right here so you can then focus on what's happening here. Because if the damage is done here, then there's no structure to be able to build up here. You can't build the family. You can't build genuine friendships. You can't build meaningful intimacy. You can't really have true belonging because you don't even feel safe. That's like me sitting here and I'm planning to give you the greatest lecture on earth, but I gotta go pee. If I gotta go pee, I can't be Dr. Boyce if I gotta pee and I'm hungry. If I'm hungry and if somebody's shooting gunshots through my window and I gotta pee and I'm hungry, you really think I can sit here and focus on these higher level ideas? No, I'm be like ducking and running to the bathroom. So the therapy is important. That's why we are very proud that we created the first ever Black financial therapy department in the Black Business School, because ain't nobody talking about financial therapy. You need therapy. We need therapy because that lack of feeling safe, the fact that you're always in this survival mode, cortisol levels up here, literally this poison, eating away at your body is every single day of the week because you're always in fight or flight mode. Not only is that keeping you off balance, it's actually killing you. It's killing you. It's killing your families, it's killing your wealth, it's killing your possibilities, it's killing you physically, mentally, and everything else. So the next thing you know, you get 29-year-old influencers, some of the most influential people in the Black community, who are being paid by people who are not Black to be propped up. And they say, here, take this poison and I want you to vomit your poison and your message to the whole world. We're going to give you a big platform so you can go out and make sure that every little girl your age is just as broken, just as toxic, just as poison as you are, because that's what you're supposed to be. Your people ain't never supposed to win. You're always going to be the victim. You're always going to be broken. And in fact, you're going to be so broken that you're going to embrace your self-destruction. I talked to a lady yesterday at the Power Networking Conference from Trinidad, and she said, she said, I have a thought that I don't want to be arrogant when I say it. I said, well, what is it? What are your thoughts? She said, well, she said, I don't understand why there are so many Black people who will vehemently defend their use of the N word. She said, I do not understand why you are so eager to call yourselves niggas. And I said, yeah. I said, there's a lot of other words in the dictionary. We probably could have picked any of them, but instead we passed over 347,292 words so we can really make sure that we get to use one. Like I'm like if notice that like people will defend the ability to use the N word more than they will defend anything else.